Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Super excited that you made it here today. It is the first video of 2020. I'm super stoked about it, and I am doing a review on some of my, I don't know if they're my favorites, but they are some new Urban Decay products, and it's going to be a face video because it's all face products, so that's what we're going to do today. Let's jump right into it. So I'm actually covering two launches today. The first one is their Stay Naked launch. So that has a foundation, a concealer, a powder, and a bronzing, highlighting, blushing palette. So there's 4 things in this review, and that's the Stay Naked one. And then I decided to loop in this other launch because it's like pre-foundation products. So they have the All-Nighter Face Primer. I was so excited when this showed up in the mail because I had just put it in my Ulta cart to make my order because my no-buy is over. So super stoked about this. This is their All-Nighter Primer. And also they have an All-Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder. Looks like this. And then they sent over 3 of the setting sprays. They've got their original All-Nighter Setting Spray, which is my holy grail setting spray. I have probably like 4 bottles of this. I'm terrified one day this is going to go away and then I don't know what I'll set my makeup with. And then they also sent over the All-Nighter Pollution Protection Makeup Spray and the All-Nighter Ultra Matte Makeup Spray. And I also like to use their De-Slick one, which looks like it belongs in the All-Nighter family, but it does not say All-Nighter. It's their Makeup Setting Spray Oil Control. I don't actually know if they still sell this because I feel like it might have... The Ultra Matte one might have taken the De-Slick one because they're both mattifying oil control ones. I'm not certain. I'll have to look. But I think these essentially do the same thing. But anyways, I use the De-Slick one a lot. But the actual original All-Nighter formula is my all-time favorite setting spray. And then I think the pollution protection one would probably be good if you live somewhere like LA or New York or where there is a lot of like pollution in the air. I live in the suburbs, so there's not a lot happening over here. So I don't know that this would be like, I would reach for this because of the pollution control protection, but if you were traveling and you were going somewhere where it was that way, it would be good to have in your back pocket. And I'm sure when I run out of all my other ones, this probably does the same thing, so I'll probably use it anyways. And then I'm excited about the Ultra Matte one because I do tend to get super oily in the spring and summer, so I know I'll use this too. But today I'll use the All-Nighter Spray and the other stuff that goes with it. So let's dive into this review. Super stoked. To start, let's start with the primer. It looks like this. And let's see. Let's just scoot up for a second. Let's prime this. Okay. That's what it looks like. It came out kind of like a lotion. It's kind of what it feels like. I've been really excited about this primer since the launch, and I pulled you guys on Instagram and you guys were excited about it too, so. Makes my face feel very sticky, which is exactly what I like my primers to do because I like it to have some grip. Seems to be pretty pore filling too. And lucky for you guys, I had some acne pop up last night, which means we're really going to test the coverage of this foundation. Okay, so primer is on. Next we're going to do the foundation. So this is the Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation, and I am using the shade 20NN, and it claims to be like medium to full coverage, which probably means I'll have to build it up a little bit, so we'll just kind of see. See how that goes. Stay one more night. Don't you know that my love is true? Seems to be pretty mattifying and it dries down kind of quick, so I'm going to do my face in sections. I'll probably have to do 2 layers of this because it's definitely more medium coverage. This definitely is not one that you like don't need to use a lot of. I feel like I need to use a lot to kind of build it up. It's not bad. It has a nice finish. I forgot. This is what this looks like. I'm going to do a light coat. One more little on like my acne areas. Got like a cool mustache going on. Probably shape that. Okay, so this is the foundation. I would say it's medium coverage. It doesn't quite cover my acne. If you have really beautiful, perfect skin, I hate you. But also, this would probably be really awesome. You probably don't need to do very much at all. It does cover like some of the discoloration in my face well. My acne scars it covered well, but like my acne spots, my active acne, it doesn't cover them quite as well. So next we have our concealer. And this is the shade 10NN. And it is very light. I probably, if I picked my shades online. If I were to do them again, if I rebuy this product, I will do like 1 shade darker. I also put that all over my lid as like an eye primer. Okay, so that was really nice. I liked the way that formula was. The foundation keeps creasing in my forehead creases. That's pretty normal. Most foundations do that. I don't get Botox, so I have wrinkles and creases, and sometimes foundation sits in it, and I haven't really found a super great way to completely stop that from happening. Once I set it down with the setting spray, that usually helps a lot, but I am aged, so. Okay, so now I have a choice. I don't know whether to use the all-nighter waterproof setting powder or the fixed setting powder, since I have both. So I think I'm going to do half on one side of my face and half on the other side of my face, just to see how it goes. Whoa! Okay, this is the wrong shade for me. This is 10NN, which is the same shade as my concealer. Looking back, I probably should have ordered this in the same shade as my foundation. Did not do that though. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do this to set my under eye in the center of my face to brighten, and then I'm going to use this setting powder, which is the right shade for my face, all over the rest of my face. Alright, that's what we're going to do. We're going to use both. So I'm just using a Luxie 522 tapered highlighter brush. I don't like it for highlighter though. I like it for putting powder under my eye.
Stay one more night. Don't you know that my love is true? Let's make things right. I understand what you're going through. Stay one more night, and I know that it's not too late. Let's make things right. You just have to.
I like this powder. That like velvetized my skin. And it had like a nice blurring effect. Okay, I really liked this one. This one instantly impressed me. Also, it's beautiful. You see the water droplet on this? Can you see this? It's so pretty. So pretty. I liked that a lot. Here's a close-up of this one. Sounds like I'm breaking it. Going like that. Okay, I really like this. I really like that upon first application. Now we are going to do my bronzer and highlight with the Stay Naked Threesome in the shade Naked. This is the lightest shade that they have. It's like this. It's very pretty. I actually hate things like this though because, number one, this bronzer is very glittery, so I'm not sure how I will like that. Number two, I don't like when they're all smushed against each other because the highlight shade always ends up like getting cluttered with the blush and the bronzer because the brushes are too big to really keep them separated. I don't love that about things like this. The concealer is creasing just a little bit, but I do have eyeball creases, so that's also pretty normal. You can't actually see the glitter on your face at all. That's pretty bright, but it looks like it'd be bright in the pan too. And I like blush, so that doesn't bother me. This highlighter almost looks like it will be too dark for me. I'm so light. It's right on the cusp. It's pretty though. Not blinding, but very natural. Okay, so now I'm gonna finish the rest of my face. So that's gonna be for a different video. And then I'm gonna come back after I've sprayed this on my face. I love to drench my face in this. Okay, so now I'm going to finish the rest of my face. It's gonna be a different video, stay tuned. I think it's coming after this one. And then I'm gonna come back in a couple hours and I'm going to kind of share how it wears throughout the day, if I feel like it made a difference in like the primer, if it makes a difference in lasting power from what I usually have, or what the deal is. So I'll check in a couple hours. I'll do like 2 or 3 check-ins throughout the day for you guys, and then we'll kind of talk about my thoughts at the end. So before I step out and finish my makeup, I wanted to do a close-up of what my skin looks like right after application. Okay, so this is right after I finished applying the makeup, and I'm gonna check in like 2-3 hours, and then like 6 hours. And then maybe I'll do one right before bed. Who knows, I might get crazy. Okay, I will be back to check in. Hello, okay, so it is 2:30, so it's my first foundation check-in. And I haven't done much today. I haven't even left the house, but I've just let the foundation sit on my face. So it's been on my face for 3 hours, 3.5 hours. So I'm going to come closer so you can kind of look. Okay, I'll be back at like 5 or 6. Hello, it is 5:30, which means it's been 6 hours since I put the foundation on, because I put it on at 11:30 this morning. So I'm going to come a little bit closer and check in with how it's wearing so far. Okay, let me turn the lights down just a little bit. So far so good. It's wearing a bit off my nose and around my mouth area, but I've also been kissing my son. He's grabbed at my face and that kind of stuff, so I don't expect it to necessarily be on all the places where things are actively rubbing on it, but I think it's still doing great over here. It still looks awesome on my forehead. Still impressed so far. So I'm giving this like a thumbs up right now, and I'm going to check in, I think at 8:30 again, 8:30, and we'll see how it does at 8:30, and after that I'm taking my makeup off my face. So I'm not going to keep it on for a full 12 hours, but we will check in at 8:30 to see how it does at the end of the night. So stay tuned. Alright guys, this is my last check-in of the night. It is 8:30, and I have had my makeup on for a long time today. It's time for me to go to bed. I'm already in my pajamas. So I will not go to sleep, but like tuck in for the night. And so I wanted to do one last check-in. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that it was really helpful to see how this makeup wore during the day, and helps you determine whether or not this is something you want to spend your hard-earned dollars on. So I'm going to get up close, show you kind of what's happening, but I hope to see you guys in my next video. Hope you have an awesome rest of your week or weekend, and I'll catch you guys later. Okay, so it did not stay on my chin. You can see my zit here came totally through. Came through on these two, but honestly, aside from being a little bit dry, it does look a little bit dry. It looks good, although usually if my foundation starts to get like this, I'll spray a dewy setting spray on it, and it kind of refreshes it. So I didn't do that today because I wanted to see how this would wear totally on its own. Not bad though. Aside from like this part of my face where I'm like kissing my son, it still looks pretty dang good. I'm pretty impressed. So overall, I highly recommend this primer and foundation and concealer mix because it did an awesome job. So